good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Bringing the heat, and he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
It's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a fact.
Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Punch it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nope.
Oh, he's got some space.
I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Complete in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll go to the counter play. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Samuel. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gross. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans will remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there.
He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed speed, get to the ball carrier, and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Corrals it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's close.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Gross. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Aggie! All that way to the end and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks heading quickly to the line.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wants to throw it. On the move and looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield. It's Rasmussen. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He might want another play. Toss sweep to the right. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man across the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Okay, break. Set, hut.
Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Brady. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they rushing stats.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute.
There he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Leaves it with the running back. And he made the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Off play action. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
With the catch, it's Brady. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He wants to change this route. They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Pass attack. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe.
There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Aggie! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The give on the counter. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Secures it at the 30. Makes a move. Busts through behind his pad. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Samuel. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go, here we go.
On the direct snap, it's Gross. Got some room. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Good, solid tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Right back to the well. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Going to swing it on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Slithers into space. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Pulls it in. It's Bettis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out. They've run it well.
He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Gross. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the right. But it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
Got him downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is... games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.